Hi, it's Jeff Lemon here at Maison Giraud with the head baker and pastry chef Noubar Yessayan. And Noubar has been kind enough to take a few minutes out of his busy day to talk a little bit about the bakery side of Maison Giraud. So first of all, Noubar, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
So we're going to ask a few questions and find out how the bakery works and find out some more information about the bakery side of Maison Giraud. So first of all, Noubar, what I'd like to first find out is how has the response been since the restaurant and the bakery opened?
When we first opened, we knew that we were going to have a big response from the Palisades. We just didn't expect the response that we actually got. We actually tripled the production that we were doing that we initially wanted to do. The response has been so great. The demand of it, in the beginning, we couldn't keep up because I was understaffed. We just didn't anticipate such a success here in the Palisades. People were coming from the Palisades and from other places just to be here for the bakery and the bread. It was just amazing what we expected. There was a line out the door at 7:30 in the morning, and we were selling out by 9:30 maximum, and the demand was extremely high. It was amazing. I mean, we're lucky that we had such a high success.
Congratulations, that's so exciting. I'm very happy for you guys. So tell us a little bit about the day-to-day, what goes on a day-to-day basis. First of all, tell us about the day-to-day, and then also, are you here 7 days a week, open 7 days a week for business?
We here at the bakery, we open 7 days a week. We open 7:30 in the morning, and then the bakery closes at 5 in the afternoon, but there's rarely anything left over after 1 o'clock. We do lots of types of breads and all the breakfast pastries, and they're all made here in-house by our staff. We have a highly trained staff over here. We all make them by hand, and nothing that's pre-bought. We bake everything on the premises, and we specialize in freshly baked French bread. Our bakery side of the restaurant is totally French. The restaurant is a little bit more of there's a little bit of fusion going on, but on the bakery side, it's a French bakery. So we have baguettes, country bread, we have Provençal fougasse, we have croissant, pain au chocolat, pain au raisin, which have had a great success here, and the demand on the breakfast pastries has been extremely high because there's no other places that you really can find high quality stuff that are freshly baked on the premises at all times.
So oftentimes what I heard you say is you're sold out by the early afternoon.
Absolutely. It's just because there's such breakfast items, the people want them, especially when it's colder. Everybody comes in really early and try to buy us out. And it's not like we don't do enough. We do plenty. And it's just the demand has been so high that we've been selling out really early on them.
Wow. So I think I heard you tell us a little bit about your specialties. You gave us a list of a number of the different products that you bake, and you bake them on premises. Is there any particular product that's a bestseller in your opinion?
Well, as a bestseller, I would say the breakfast pastries. You can't go wrong with them. Once they're really good, people will want to buy them at all times. So definitely the breakfast pastries are our best seller. After that, it's the baguette has been a big success. People wanting baguette. We just didn't think that the people would actually want other types of bread. We thought that the baguette will be it. But once we're introducing more variety types of breads, such as the country, the fougasse, the olive, it's been going off the shelves like crazy. It's like people want bread, and it's an amazing thing to do. So on the other hand, we also make cannelés here, sometimes macaroons, madeleines. So they've been demand on those as well. So whenever they're available, they're best sellers as well.
So it sounds like when you were referring earlier to tripling the production that you expected, this is an example, what you just described is an example of the demand and why the production has gone up so high.
Absolutely. In the beginning, we just couldn't keep up. We just didn't know how much people were going to want, especially the first 2 weeks when we opened. We just didn't know what was our demand going to be. So we opened it as any other bakery would open, a certain level of production, and then we start seeing that there's need for it. There's more. People are asking for more, so we had to up the production, make more. And with such a small production kitchen and an area to cook in, it was extremely difficult. And it was hard for us to satisfy every customer that we actually had to start to put rules saying 4 pieces per customer, so that we'll be able to supply a majority amount of people without running out. I had a lot of customers leaving here disappointed. Unfortunately, there was nothing we could do because making pastries, making bread is a really long, it's a really time-consuming procedure to do.
And give us some idea as to what the range would be for the breakfast pastries and the other breads that you make.
You mean range of prices?
Range of prices, yeah.
Our everything, I believe, is fairly priced to the quality of the products that we're offering here. The breakfast pastries range between $2.50 and $4. The breads range between $3.25 to $9. Depends on how what kind of specialty it is and what type of bread. We're very fairly priced, and we're doing extremely high quality baked goods, pretty much available here around.
Great, thank you. And one final thing, I'm curious. You mentioned that you're limiting customers to a certain number of pieces of bread. Do you ever get any requests, and can you accommodate requests for large parties or catering or anything like that, or is that something that the restaurant does? Tell us about that.
Well, the limiting of the pastries we've been recently not been so strict about it, because we've hit a certain production that we can actually manage. And we just tried to do that for the first 2 weeks because people wanted, they would come at 7:30 in the morning and just buy 20, 30 of each kind and wipe us out. And that was the limiting. That's where it started. So we hit a momentum, I would say. We have a routine now. So the limiting of it, unless it's a big order, that's when we say, unfortunately, we can't provide it. It's still bad for the customer, but we actually have to do that. But people can place orders as special orders. We do also offer catering through the bakery and through the restaurant. And any type of orders, about 3 days in advance notice, we pretty much can accommodate whoever needs anything.
Great, thank you. Well, I know personally, and from what I've heard, there's just a tremendous interest in the restaurant and a need in Pacific Palisades for you guys here. So we really appreciate that, and we wish you all the best with your continued success.
Thank you very much. And